Parents, do you know how to talk to your kids about digital citizenship? Well, what is digital citizenship? Well, digital citizenship are best practices for responsible technology use. It's the practice of using the internet and technology safely, respectfully, and responsibly. Techniques and strategies for responsible use of social media and technology are what we're going to talk about now. The ability to think critically and discern what is positive to share online and what should be kept private. Those are two big deals. Now, protecting private information, respecting yourself and others, staying safe online, giving proper credit when using someone else's work, and balancing time spent online and offline, especially nowadays when we're talking a lot about screen time addiction. We're going to talk to you at the end of this about Parent University and how you can spring clean your students' online image in Parent University to not only strengthen the dialogue that you have with your kids, but also to make sure that their online footprint is one that you're proud of colleges seeing. We also have a tool called Footprint Friday that we'll talk about at the end of this video. Now, here's what digital citizenship in the news says. CNN says Fast Company says the popularity of devices in general have left many teachers worried about both keeping kids on task and ensuring their behavior online isn't hurting each other. That's where classes like digital citizenship come in. CNN says before they start chatting with anyone online, kids need to know some basic digital citizenship and online privacy information. Now, U.S. News says in 2017, Washington leaders passed a law that requires students to learn about media literacy and internet safety in schools. The law requires Washington schools to develop a model policy to better support digital citizenship. And The Atlantic says digital citizenship should be taught in schools, not as an add-on, but as a complement to what's already being taught in the classroom. Now, the Forbes says in 2014, more than 3 million Chromebooks were used in educational institutions. As that number continues to grow, so does the need for increased focus on programs that teach digital citizenship skills. And VentureBeat says kids needs a national digital citizenship curriculum. Now, the New York Times also says we all need to work together to develop and enforce digital citizenship norms that make social media platforms hospitable for everyone. And The Guardian says all educators have a responsibility to address digital citizenship. And last, the Chicago Tribune says one of the best methods of building digital citizenship is to begin early. Okay, here's some questions I want to encourage you to ask your younger kids. And here's how I do this in my speeches. I say, hey, students, raise your hand if you have a younger sibling. Now, when I'm talking to students, I'm really trying, instead of telling them what to do, I try and get them to help me be an ambassador. So I'll have them raise their hand. Who has a younger sibling? Half the room raises their hand. I say, I'm going to give you 4 questions to ask your younger siblings so that you can protect them. Question 1, ask your younger sibling, is it okay to share my password with my best friend? And I always ask them, I say, what would your younger sibling say? Well, they might say, yes, it's okay. But what would you tell them because you're a little bit older and wiser? Well, it's not okay. And I walk them through that just briefly. Question 2, ask your younger sibling, is it okay for me to talk with people online who my parents don't know? Well, why would that be bad? What would they say? And what would you say? And I just dialogue with them that I'm really teaching the students I'm speaking to, but making them feel as though they have to pass the information on, they listen better, and they don't believe that I'm telling them what to do, but indirectly they're learning. Question 3, if I see bullying online and I click like or heart on that post, does that mean that I'm bullying also? And this is once again one of those things where we talk to them really quickly about explain to your younger sibling what that means and how it works and how it might feel. And last, if I see something bad online, who should I tell? My parents, my teacher, the principal, or Buddy the Elf? And I use a lot of humor in our presentation. We search for Buddy the Elf. We search for a Star Wars character, a bunch of other people, Ellen DeGeneres, and so on. And they giggle, they laugh, they get excited, but we must put a little bit of fun in it for them to understand and for them to want to listen and stay engaged. When should my student be public? Well, parents decide when. Josh's team shows you how. Our suggestions are ages 0 to 13, that you're 100% private. We should not be able to search for your kids online and find out where they're going to, when they're going to Starbucks, what they're doing here, there, what they're online, where you live, or anything else. Really, they should be private. But by the age of 14 to 15, this is where you have a family discussion regarding what should eventually go public. And so that by the age of 15, you can consider posting some positive images and volunteer photos on social media and dipping your toe into the water so that by the age of 17, 2 years later, colleges will gently be able to find a positive online footprint for your student and find the candidate that they're looking for. Your well-rounded, awesome student that gets great grades, that works hard in a bunch of different areas. Now, this is an example. Jamie on the left had random results, but when she started interning at our company at the age of 16, I showed her how to start teaching a really unique skill that she had. She wanted to apply to NYU Shanghai. Turns out that she could read, write, and speak Mandarin. So here she is. We taught her how to make a little video in the whiteboard in our office, how to say hello in Mandarin by Jamie, how to say goodbye and where is the restaurant. We taught her that when colleges search for her online, they're going to get the YouTube channel, they're going to get these videos and all of her images and her Google+, and they come up above the fold. And now colleges get the Jamie that they're looking for instead of all these other random people on the left. Flash forward a couple years, Jamie is now living in Shanghai, teaching and learning more Mandarin, and she reads, writes, and speaks it fluently. Now, here's our 3-step plan for every family. This works if your students are online or aren't online. Audit your student basically by going to Google. Use Google to see what's out there. Look at their online image. If your student is online or is not online, it's important because other people will be online under your kid's name. Next, dialogue with your kid about their future and where they want to go. Essentially, talk to your kid and say, what do you want to do? Let's write that down. Let's make that your plan exciting. When your kid has a vested interest in this, they behave better on Snapchat and Instagram. Next, pose positively to improve their online image and make it congruent with their college application. This is a huge deal, and this is how we improved Jamie's online footprint. Now, why should parents care? Well, the consequences of making a mistake online can lead to dangerous situations. As you know, college admissions officers and employers review applicants' digital footprints, so it's easy to ensure that you have a positive online. It's essential, not even easy, it's essential to ensure that you have a positive online image and see who else comes up. Now, students may be unaware that social networking sites and apps could be sharing their personal information with third parties. By the way, side note, this happens all the time. Students will tell me, I don't know how my information got out from Instagram because I have a private Instagram account. How did it get onto this other website? Well, some of these apps that you authenticate to get you more followers and likes will actually share your information. And access to technology increases the chance of your student being exposed to inappropriate content, even if you think that they aren't online. And this is where digital citizenship comes in. You have to train them way before they get online so that they know how to behave if they do get a device. A lack of balance between screen time and time spent offline can lead to sleep issues, sleep deprivation, and it really does change the REM sleep, the deep sleep that you get. Also, parents should care because teens who spend a lot of time on social media tend to rely on social validation, which has a negative effect on their self-esteem. And it also is all about quantity sometimes instead of quality, which is a huge deal. Now, next, here's how to become a good digital citizenship, a few tips. Before posting anything online, ask yourself, will this post help or hurt my chances of a dream college accepting me to my dream major? This is how we talk to students in a way that gets them excited about their future instead of telling them what not to do. How would I feel if this post was shown publicly to my peers, my neighbors, or my relatives? Next, parents, take time with students and go through all their past social media images, or have the cool uncle do it, or the older sibling, whoever is going to get access to that kid and that kid's going to listen intently and want to work with them. Get that person in front of your child. Delete inappropriate images or posts that may not represent the current maturity level of your student, just like how we change every year. We change the clothes that we wear and we take out some of the clothes and donate them away to those in need of them. You can go ahead and go back and archive or delete past posts that aren't a current representation of who you want to be. Next, use online profile photo, the same one, across all social media accounts so you're easily identifiable. And I do this in all of my social media accounts. I use the same image so that people know the Josh that they're looking for is the one that they found. If you're a teen and you have your parents' permission, consider creating a LinkedIn, YouTube, and Google Plus account under your real name. These will post positively and positively impact your digital footprint on Google. Now, on Google+, YouTube, and LinkedIn accounts, add links to websites websites where your achievements are featured, such as a school website or team sports website. This starts to tell Google that you're connecting sites and that which sites should come up first. Use your full name or consider that with your parents' permission, and if you need to, include your middle name in the bio sections if you have to get away from some bad results or other bad people that might be hurting your online reputation if they have the same name. Next, consider listing schools, hobbies, awards, and sports accomplishments in your account descriptions. Highlight volunteer and extracurricular activities. And next, when posting photos online, consider including your city name and school name in some of the bios or captions below the photos to make sure that those are discovered by Google. Because it's really what we're trying to do is build better Google results so that you can shine online. We're going to talk about spring cleaning here in a sec. In fact, now's the time. I want to take a look at Parent University in the membership area and talk to you about spring cleaning your students' online Google results. Oh, they're not online. Well, actually, it turns out this is a great time to do this. You can learn more at SmartSocial.com. Inside of our members area, it teaches you. We have a Facebook group in the upper left. We have a Footprint Friday, which helps you monitor your student online in the upper right. And we have a few options down at the bottom to fix things. But as you scroll and you log in, you get an Instagram tutorial in the upper left. You get a Snapchat tutorial right here. You get a family cell phone contract. And this is where it gets really great. We teach your student how to set up Instagram, and they look over my shoulder and they're able to see how I set up my Instagram to change my Google results. Next is Facebook. Even if they don't want to be on Facebook, we show them how to get extra credit online on Google by creating a Facebook account and updating it once a month. Next is LinkedIn, how to build your whole profile, medium.com, Twitter, Pinterest, all kinds of other networks. We teach them how to change their Google results by setting up networks in the green zone area, and Parent University teaches you why this is so powerful. Next, we have student plus parent training videos for younger kids. You see, what the videos you just saw, these are for high schoolers, and these are for middle schoolers, junior hires, and elementary school kids. How colleges will someday search for you online. And so you know how to post in a positive way, how to find old social media accounts, how to get kicked out of Harvard. Let's show them what happens in a positive way. Should you use your real name on social media? Can I share my password with my best friend? We have dozens of these kinds of videos. Next, here's some parent-only videos. Watch these videos to get up to speed on what your kids know. How to find the hidden apps on your kid's phone that they downloaded, then deleted, and you can see that they deleted them. Next is ransomware, what it is and how to keep yourself safe. A 3-step plan, when your students should be public, the difference between all these different stuff. So we got lots of videos for just parents. And then you get access to all my books. You can download the PDFs and so on. And as if that's not enough, you get access to our Facebook group where you can ask questions and meet other parents and so on. And next and last, you get access to our Footprint Friday tool. Colleges, employers do have time to search for candidates, and our team built this tool so that you get an email each week learning. You get buttons that you click on, and it takes you directly to the Google search bot, basically, so that you can search your kids really quickly for text, images, for all these different variations, so you know your kids' Google results for both being safe online and smart online. Guys, thanks for watching this video. What is digital citizenship? I hope you'll visit SmartSocial.com or click the links below to join us to spring clean your kids' online image so that we can make them shine online. I'm Josh Oakes with SmartSocial.com. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep it light, bright, and polite. Have a great day.